Ever since I got this penthouse, my social media has absolutely skyrocketed. My DMs now get blown up more than ever, and it's always the same questions over and over again. It's always, how'd you get a penthouse at 21? What do you do for work? Is your dad an NBA player? The world is just so curious, even though I explain this so many times. I do Snapchat, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, all of the above, hence why I have these laying around. No, like they're literally like scattered all over the house. If you want to learn more about YouTube and TikTok, I can talk about that later, but let's talk about Snapchat and how I make so much money. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so this is me. I started off as a content creator. I've been doing content for 10 years. I heard about this new platform, not really new platform, but this new posting option on Snapchat called Spotlights back in 2023. I was pretty late to the party, but in 2023, I started posting on Spotlights. If you don't know what Spotlights is, Spotlight is just a short form videos. It's pretty much a TikTok competitor. It's a YouTube Shorts competitor that they introduced. Before I started, I had about 600,000 followers combined on TikTok, about 270K on YouTube, let's say 500K from my other YouTube channels, and 45K on Instagram. So I already understood social media like very well, much more than the average person, which is why it was so easy for me to take all of this success and feed it into Snapchat. Speaking of Snapchat, I also ran this other thing called shows that were on Snapchat as well. And if I go to my Snapchat panel right now, you can see that I still, yes, have access to shows. You see right here? That's my name, Adavia Davis. Let's go. Oh my goodness, Inside Stories. Let's go over to revenue. 29K this month. Let's go back to 2023, just these random 2 months. Let's see. Oh my goodness, 219K. So because I ran shows, I knew that Snapchat was paying a lot of money. And the reason why they're paying a lot of money is because they want to compete with the big social media platforms of the world. Snapchat obviously isn't on the same level as YouTube, the TikToks, the Instagram, which is why they pay so much to the creators to incentivize them to be on their platform, because whoever has the best creators has the most money. And if you want creators to come to your platform, all you have to do is just pay them well. So yeah, so running these Snapchat shows showed me that Snapchat can make a lot of money. And now I was thinking about, okay, instead of just running faceless content on Snapchat, how about I take this personal brand right here and I actually start making money with it with Snapchat. So me in 2023 was like, how can I make more money with Snapchat? Because I was super greedy and already had money and I just wanted more money. I watched some videos on YouTube and I found out that Spotlight was actually paying a lot of money at the time. And so obviously I tried posting a bunch of spotlights, and guess what? I never got any money because that program that was paying people so much money for spotlights was discontinued. I remember for 3 weeks, I was uploading all of these satisfied videos and I made no money. I was pissed until this new thing came around called Stories Monetization. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. Snapchat was going to pay me money to post on my story. So what I did was I took all my videos from TikTok, from YouTube, and I just posted them over to Snapchat Spotlight because this algorithm is dumb. It's broken. It doesn't make any sense. On Snapchat, for some reason, you could just post as many videos as you want and it doesn't get flagged. And I posted 40 videos a day on my first day. And they got 800,000 views. The next day was 1.6 million. The next day was 3 million. And the rest was history. I was simply taking my content from TikTok and just moving it over to the new platform, Snapchat, under Snapchat Spotlights. And let me tell you why. Because the best way to grow story views is actually through Spotlight. When you grow your Spotlight, you'll grow your followers, which is going to increase your story views. And right now, stories is how you're going to get paid. It was the easiest money I've ever made in my life. So me doing this right here, you want to see my job? This is my job. Boom. That's going to pay me money. Absolutely easy bread. And the reason why it was particularly easier for me is because I know social media very well. Social media is a social science. And if you can master that on one platform, you can master on all. But Snapchat's a little different. So I'm going to give you a little bit of tips and tricks on what I did to actually grow my story views. So like I said, the funnel is from Spotlight to stories. It's really easy to grow a following on Spotlight just from posting videos. I'm not even going to go into that too much because it's irrelevant. If you post original videos on Spotlight, you will get views. Therefore, you will get followers. Therefore, you will get story views. But stories is what you really want to maximize as much as you can because obviously that's how you're going to get paid. So first, I'm going to break down how Snapchat story views actually pay. Let's draw out a bunch of boxes, and each box is a picture that you posted on your story. According to Snapchat, you will get an ad between every 4 to 8 snaps that you post. So if each one of these represents a particular snap, this snap would be about to go to the gym. Next one would be a mirror pic. Boom, now you have a Taco Bell ad. Then your next one would be about to leave the gym. Next one, well, hey, what am I gonna get after the gym? Next one is there's this weird guy looking at me. boom, you're gonna get a Chipotle ad. So obviously these are the ads and these snaps are your actual content. The way to make your snap story go up in views is to increase the retention, number one. Because if your story is boring and people click off right here, they're not gonna watch the other ad, which means Snapchat isn't gonna push it out as much. But if your story is really engaging and people watch all the way through the end, Snapchat's gonna look at that and be like, hey, oh my goodness, this person's doing a great job. They're watching all the ads. We're going to make more money. So let's push out the story even more. Retention is everything. No matter what social media platform you're on, if you can keep people's attention, you will win. So make sure everything you're posting is as engaging as possible. This is the most simple way I can break down how all of this works. Attention gives views, which gives money. So there's another layer about, just keeping attention. You also need to learn how to attract attention. You guys like this handwriting? It's awesome. So now the question is, how do I attract attention? How do I get people to actually click on my stories? Well, do not fear because I've mastered everything. Here we go again, our favorite presentation, which we've shown before. So these are Snapchat tiles. This is what's actually gonna hit onto the public discover page, what I call your final snap. You wanna make sure that your final snap is the most engaging possible because it's the hook. It's what's gonna attract people in. So we can take a look at some of my final snaps. You see that these have, a pretty good amount of views. A good amount of views for this time. This is when I first started in 2023. So let's take a look at this example right here. Look at these very bad final snaps. You see I'm getting 300K views, 200K, 200K, versus look at the ones that are a lot more engaging. Out of the sample size of 6 different snaps, the one that got the most views is the guy who's balancing on his head at a gas station. You would click on this before you would click on any of these other ones. Look at the one with the second most amount of views. You probably can't see it, but the caption is, he said he wanted braids and I shaved his head. This got 600,000 views. Obviously, that's a lot more entertaining. You need to make sure that you have final snaps that are hooking people in. This is your clickbait. And on the left over here, you can see even more final snaps. Look at the 2 that didn't get a lot of views. Just a random snap of me saying, life doesn't feel real right now. Who cares? Another one is of a mirror selfie of me thinking I'm light skinned. No one knows who I am. These 2 are the least attractive out of this 6 sample size. But let's look at the one that got the most views. It's a picture of Kai Cenat, a popular creator when he was a kid. People know who Kai Cenat's face is. Obviously, it's bait. It got 2.3 million views for that day. Let's look at this other one. This guy at Subway, he's confused. They messed up his sandwich 4 times. It's a funny picture. Bro is in distress. That's why I got the most views. There's something there hooking people in. Even this one right here, 1.5 million views. It's me getting outside of a Lamborghini. If you don't have an attractive face, you need to have attractive things around you. What's the attractive thing around me? Me getting inside of a Lamborghini with a Rolls Royce behind me. And now if you're trying to do this yourself, you might be sad. You might be like, oh, I don't have the resources to do this. I don't have cool things around you. That's what you steal from the internet. I have this folder called adavia media folder. Go to Snapchat, we go to final snaps. Look at this. This is an organic picture of LeBron James that I have saved. I would use this as clickbait. I would crop it out something like this. I would add a red circle, and then I would add snap text being like, I just made LeBron cry. Absolute bait, not the truth whatsoever, will get you a lot of views. Look at this other one I have saved. I found this randomly on TikTok. So what do? I want to make it organic. I'm going to add another red circle. Then I would add text being like, just pranked my mom. And the average person that sees that on your Discover feed, they're going to be hooked in by it. They're going to be like, dude, what the heck is this? And you are going to attract them in. This is another one that I did. This is crazy, by the way. I used this as a final snap on Christmas and got 7 million views. And you know what the quote was that I put in this video? This doesn't look like a PS5 to me. Now, I toned down a lot on the clickbait stuff because it can actually get you in trouble. So you have to use it in moderation. But if you really want to win, you want to make the big bucks, sometimes you got to sacrifice just a little bit. I don't do this type of crazy clickbait as much, but I do from time to time. It's childish, it's goofy, it's silly. But unfortunately, the people who are at the very top, who aren't A-list celebrities, who aren't really attractive girls, they're kind of baiting like this. And let me be straightforward. You do not have to do this to get views. Like I said, this is just me giving you tips, me showing you what I did. It helped me. So yeah, you know what final snaps are, you know how to attract viewers. And now you know why attention matters so much, but now you need to know how to actually keep that attention, which I'm gonna refer to this again, which number 7 is so important. Make sure you're posting in burst. So instead of posting randomly when you feel like it, it is most optimal to post in bursts of 10, 15, something like that. You need to make sure that you're using a mix between photos and videos within all of your snaps. It's because that if you can keep a person's attention with a video, it is a lot more valuable than if you can keep their attention, obviously, for a picture that's gonna last there for 2 seconds. That's why I say also never post too long videos. Yeah, this presentation, like I said, is very old. I have all of my updated stuff within my community. You can see that we even have stuff on Snapchat Spotlight. I don't like going over Spotlight that much because I think it's too easy. I can help you grow on it 112% I can. But it really is easy. I do have quite a bit of tricks on how to grow on Snapchat. Please keep in mind, I have this great opportunity because I am inside their program and I have a Snap Star, which is what you need. And I have some connects for that. So you can message me on Instagram If you can join my community, you can do all that stuff and I can help you get set up with that. And before someone throws a temper tantrum in the comments, yes, I do have a course. Yes, I do sell mentorship. Oh my goodness. Most guys like to be discreet about it. I'm not. I've helped my students make over $1 million total, fly them out to mastermind events. We have a good time and it doesn't cost the same thing as a college tuition to get the same level of quality, success, and opportunity. And if you really want the meat and potatoes of YouTube, because that honestly is my big bread and butter, subscribe and I may tell you, or DM me on Instagram or comment or something.